So I left the dungeon and came back here to the market to sell some shit, and I noticed I had a notification for my stronghold. Apparently, I'm gonna get attacked by some bandits. So I'm gonna deal with that, I think. So let's travel to Cadnua, figures. That's the mode. $22. Yep.
Walls need some work before this place is secure. My husband could fix them right up.
Speak to your messenger in the Great Hall? I have a messenger, apparently. Greetings, milady. I bear an urgent message from Chancellor Warren of Defiance Bay. He requests that you meet with him at your earliest convenement in Ducal Palace. Sure. Your claim on Cadnua is called into question by the Gathbin family. Earl Badamar has issued a ruling on the matter, but both you and Lord Gathbin must be present. Who's Chancellor Warren? He's an arbiter of legal matters and the Earl Badamar of the Grasp. Tell me about this Lord Gathbin. An old Aediran lineage, I believe. He looks around the Great Hall. The former lord of this stronghold, the distant relative of Lord Gathbin, allied himself with the losing side during the War of Defiance. Cadnua is mine. The Gathbin family disagrees, as your claim is not based on lineage, and official ruling is required to remedy this dispute. Fine, I'll go deal with that. Oh, I have to do it immediately? Okay, no, he's just leaving. Hey, you. Let's buy some shit. Okay, I need the main keep because I'll have a lot of things that require it. So let's... Actually, is that the only thing I can get? No, there's a few things down here. But yeah, let's get the main keep. And before we do this defense thing, I'm gonna go rest. Because, why not? Oh wait, I saw Aloth wants to talk to me. I think I saw that on his icon. Yes, Aloth, what do you wish?
About my episode in the catacombs. There's something I should have told you earlier.
That's an understatement. He claps his hand together, slowly massaging a knuckle with his thumb. I meant no harm. I thought I could keep it to myself. That when we resolved the matter of your soul, we would also address my problem.
I also have an awakened soul. But unlike yours, mine is a presence that shares my senses and my skin, making herself manifest at the most unwelcome times.
He closes his eyes and grits his teeth. His lips quiver and twitch with the vestiges of some internal debate. Several seconds later, he opens his eyes. They're watery and bloodshot.
I'm sorry. I've tried to learn to control Isilmir. I've gotten stronger, but so has she.
Why didn't you say something sooner?
I learned to keep her a secret a very long time ago. Those with awakened souls are shunned, mistrusted. And after your experience with Meowald, I'm certain you can see why. You need to be careful.
Tell me about Isilmir.
Artless, uncouth, a creature of rash impulses and feeble faculties. She wags her impertinent tongue when she should listen. Aye, this one's fit to boil. Hard to get this gaff over anything tisn't to do with books and spell speak.
Damn. He grimaces, running his hands through his hair. I have none of her memories. Barath spared me that much. but her coarse manners and intolerable Heilspeak suggest a principle from a very, very long time ago. She tends to surface a hairbreadth from conflict when the fuse is burned down and teeth are on edge, and when she shows up, she doesn't stop to gauge a situation, she just acts. She seems reckless. That's it exactly. You recall the way she'd go to the villagers in the Gilded Vale. She doesn't think and doesn't back down, and trying to suppress that has been my problem for years. Is this gonna be a problem?
Merely an annoyance. Although...
He lowers his voice and clasps his hand behind his back. Minute twitches and spasms along his arms betray his fidgeting.
Defiance Bay is said to have an entire institution dedicated to the study and cure of soul-related ailments. Since our journeys have already brought us to the city, perhaps we could speak with someone there.
If that's helpful to you, we'll go.
Thank you. This has been a great burden.
Time to get moving.
It's very nice. We're not sleeping here, are we?
No, we're sleeping over here. I can go upstairs now, yay! These guys were blocked off before. Huzzah. Oh, some fancy bedrooms. This one looks like the master bedroom. It's got my bed in it. The window on the other side of the curtain looks at. Yep. No bonus is fine. All right.
Walls need some work before this place is secure. My husband could fix them right up.
Manual resolve. Oh, so let's see how this all goes down. I probably should say. Oh, they just attack. There's only a few of them. I don't have a lot of DR.
La Varu, be on seat! What?
Let's see, let's look at my health. Injured. That bandit's fine. Injured. Oh, one of them is healing. Cast Lay on Hands. Which one cast Lay on Hands? I think it was that one. That seems to be the castery one. Burn him.
La Varu!
Badly injured. You get him. You do that. Wolf, where are you at? You're there. You also. You lost. badly in. You do that. I need you to match Mitchell, the son of a bitch, again. He's near death. You're about to cast this. Armor of Faith, that's good. Target destroyed, good. These two shitheads back here haven't taken it.
Beyond seek. Lava.
Alrighty, Loth. Yeah, just Durance. What do you got here? Sagani, just shoot that guy.
Settle!
Yeah, got him. No, no loot. My loot. My loot. Oh, okay.
It's very nice.
No problem.
We're not sleeping here, are we?
Put all in the stash. I forgot to sell stuff I have in the stash that I could use when I was back in town. Oh well. Alright, let's go rest again since I popped all my cooldowns and whatnot. Alright, so I think we'll deal with the ownership issue first, before we go traipsing on with the main quest. That seems like
Walls need
the proper way to do things.
cured. My husband could fix them right.
Yeah, your husband. I heard you the first few times. Shit. So let's go to Copper Lane. I don't know what district where I gotta talk to that guy is. It's which one of these? Cult Court. Travel with dual powers in the First Fires district of Defiance Bay. Which is this direction? Yeah. Over here. I gotta remember to save before I do this crap because I don't wanna lose my stronghold because strongholds are cool. Run, boys, run! Okay, where's the palace? Here it is, right there. Simple enough. 0 hours have passed. Thank you for that wonderful information.
Politics, infighting, greed, and a shrine to Margaret as well. Her clergy belongs there.
Chancellor Warren, the Hall of Records. Shrine of Margaret, Hall of Records. Chancellor Warren. Thank you for coming, Avarius. I've been trying to track you down for some time. This is Marshal Forwin, Earl Betamar's military advisor. He will serve as witness for this proceeding. He gestures at the man next to him. Well met, Road Warden. Your reputation precedes you, I admit. You've created a bit of a stir to the nobility with your reclamation of Cadnua. Most are still not sure what to think of you. What's this about? The legitimacy of your claim to Cadnua is in question. Earl Betamar has issued ruling on the matter. Cadnua was abandoned for over a century, and I've claimed land through strength of arms. My claim is legitimate. If there were no other claimants, you would be correct. Unfortunately, this is not the case. All will be made clear once Lord Gathman arrives. Do you have any questions for me while we wait? Tell me about Earl Battlemar. Earl Battlemar comes from an esteemed line of lords that rose to prominence well after the War of Defiance, some 150 years ago. The Direwood consists of 7 earldoms. The Batamars govern the northern earldom known as the Grasp. As to the Curtain Batamar, he's as fine a man as I know. It's an honor to serve him. Tell me more about the Grasp. The Grasp is now the largest of the 7 earldoms after it's consumed the pre-war earldom of Yenwood. It encompasses notable settlements such as New Haomar, Gairen's Grasp, Gilded Vale, and, of course, Cadnua. Yenwood? When the Direwood was merely a colony of Ader, it was divided into minor earldoms. When the earldoms were defeated and ultimately driven out, 2 of the earldoms were absorbed and borders were adjusted. The Yenwood was one such earldom. I have other questions. Do you know... yeah, sure. What do you know of Gathman? Well, I've met him once. It was an ample time to determine the character of Lord Adro Gathman, or lack thereof. He is descended from an Adrian line that predates the War of Defiance. His great-grandfather, Ranig Gathman, was Earl of Yenwood during the war. That is, until he was stripped of his lands and driven from the Direwood. Other questions? Do you know which way he is ruled? I'm sorry, my lord, I do not. The Earl's decree is sealed. What was that about? Road Warden? The one who rules Cadnua on behalf of the Earl of Yenwood is traditionally known as the Road Warden. Your position might not be entirely official yet, but the title is an appropriate form of address. In fact, that blade you carry was forged by the very first Road Warden. He gestures at the sword at your side. I've heard the whisper of Yenwood is only ever found by those meant to rule Cadnua. I don't have any more questions. Your timing is impeccable. Here comes Lord Gathman now. An opulently dressed man strides toward the Chancellor, his sandy hair trailing him like a banner caught in a light breeze, boot heels echoing throughout the hall. An elven woman with cropped hair dressed in dark glinted mail shadows his steps before taking position alongside him. She watches you unabashedly, taking your measure. Let's move past this formality as quickly as possible. I've other matters to attend to. It's well known that Cadnua belongs to me by right. And where is this pretender? Show me the fool that thinks to steal my land. Where is this low-born wretch? Warren clears his throat and glances at you. This woman here? This is the Lady of Cadnua? I thought she was just another servant, perhaps a valet or scullery maid. What a douche. Oh man, I kind of want to. Oh, I want to be a dick. At quick save, I'm gonna be a dick. Imbecile! I hope you've enjoyed your time squatting on my land. Provoke me further, and I'll hang you from the highest wall of Cadnua. When our business is finished, Chancellor, read the Earl's decree. Warren breaks the seal on the scroll and unfurls it. Regarding the matter of Gathman's claim on Cadnua, Earl Badamar finds that Gathman's claim was never relinquished. By law, Cadnua is the rightful property of the Gathman family. Those bastards. I'm not yet finished reading, my lord. Gathman rolls his eyes and motions for the Chancellor to continue. However, the Earl recognizes Various' part in reclaiming Cadnua, a site that has stood abandoned and even, some would say, cursed for over a century. Before Cadnua is returned to the Gathman family, the Earl has decreed that Lord Gathman will provide compensation in the form of... Absolutely not. Gathman folds his arms, a defiant scowl on his face. My lord? The amount is quite reasonable, and the requirement for your land to be returned to you. If you just allow me to finish, I'll not pay a single copper to this miscreant for my ancestral land. Do you think I'm blind to the Earl's motive, lackey? He thinks he can send a message with this insult. I have a message you can send to that son of a whore. Gathman rises an open hand. The Chancellor shrinks in front of him and raises in defense. Oh, man. This guy's an asshole. I'm going to punch him. Gah! Gathman's nose crunches under your fist. He staggers back with a hand clutched over the injury, teary-eyed wide with shock. Well, this is by far the best legal dispute I've ever seen. The elven woman deftly draws a pistol from her thick leather belt. Her eyes widen in anticipation. "My lord, my lady, please, there is no need for further violence." Lord Gathman holds your gaze for several heartbeats, his eyes burning with hatred. "I'll be coming for what's mine, count on it. Come, Captain Emery, we're leaving." Yeah, I kind of figured that was happening. He's probably going to come try to take it by force. He sneers defiantly before storming down the hall. The captain lowers her pistol and gives a smirking shrug before following her employer. Well, I can't say the Gathman reaction was entirely unexpected. Through no fault of your own, I'm afraid you've made a powerful enemy. I've dealt with worse. I hope you're right. Any case, Cadnua has now officially belonged to you since Lord Gathman has rejected the Earl's decree. He hands you a deep blue scepter, which looks to have been carved entirely out of sapphire. Ooh. Here, this belonged to one of the old lords of Cadnua. By right, it is yours now. You've gained Geird Hainois Thrains added to inventory. That's a hell of a name. Oh, I'm definitely not sending him any tokens of friendship. No, I'm done here. It was a pleasure to finally meet you, my lady. Warren bows. Perhaps we'll speak again. Farewell, Avarius. The marshal nods and leaves. Okay, I'm not giving him money, and I'm not gonna literally say that if he comes, he'll be executed. I mean, that is what will happen, but I'm not gonna just say it to a legal official, you know. Looks bad on my part. So, we have successfully defended our keep from bandits. And, oh wait, what is this? Oh, I leveled up. Sweet. I guess I'll do that now. And after I level up, I'll see you next time.